Greetings, and welcome to A Year of Movies, a Planet Geek production. For this project, we are using the Ivan Walters reference book of 365 films to watch on the day they happened. Each day, we watch a movie associated with the date we are watching it on.
And as it is the 24th of August, we are going to be watching Whip It from 2009, directed by Drew Barrymore and starring Ellen Page. So before we go any further, I just want to state that I am well aware that they now go by the name of Elliot from transitioning a number of years ago. However, for the concept of this, I am dealing with their name, their identity when this movie was originally released. So I will be referring to them as Ellen Page for the remainder of this particular thing. Now, I had seen this movie, and it was one of those big group apartment rentals that happened. I think it might have been at the downstairs video store that had just recently changed from a mom and pop into a Blockbuster. So there was a lot more newer movies available to us to rent. But I think that probably was the only time I had seen the movie, was way back then. So it was nice to get back to seeing this particular movie. And like I had already mentioned, not only does this movie star Ellen Page, but it also stars Aaliyah Shawkat, Marcia Gay Harden, Daniel Stern, Landon Pigg, Jimmy Fallon, Kristen Wiig, and Drew Barrymore. Bliss Cavendar, played by Ellen Page, lives in a small town, Texas, and yearns to break free of her mother, played by Marcia Gay Harden, from her world of beauty pageants and conformity. She sees her chance when she meets the Hurl Scouts, a roller derby team. She tries out for the team and wins a slot. Lying to her parents about her new hobby, Bliss finds friendship and freedom with her teammates. But a conflict between a championship game and the Bluebonnet beauty pageant threatens to spill her secret. So like I'd mentioned, while it had been a while since I'd actually seen this movie, it was quite a fun movie to rewatch again. The cast seems to be a well-connected cast, especially when you're dealing with a team sport as your central core, so your group of female leads work really well together, and I'm pretty sure that is a good result of the directing that went into this. This being a Drew Barrymore directed film, you can definitely see the connection between the characters, either those on the team in Bliss's life or her family members as well. There's a lot of heart that goes into the performance that Ellen Page does in this movie. Now, it's by no means a big blockbuster, and I don't believe it was very successful in the theater, but it still is a very enjoyable watch, especially when we have character actors like, well, Drew Barrymore and Kristen Wiig in it. Daniel Stern does a fantastic job as Bliss's father, but having Ellen Page acting up against Marcia Gay Harden is just a wonderful display of how skilled these two actors really are. I mean, giving props to Harden for sure, but Ellen definitely brings up to match her level, and it shows as being the central character of this movie. She has to carry the load of the entire movie. We also have a fun roller derby rival to Bliss's character, played by Juliette Lewis, who does a great job as a heel, but she's not really a heel to pull it all to the end. This is a great celebration of the once popular sport of roller derby, and it's a fun watch nonetheless. So it's actually the date of August 24th, 2008, when Bliss and her friend Pash, wonderfully played by Aaliyah Shawkat, go to the actual roller derby match itself. The one that inspires through a brief conversation with Kristen Wiig's character to convince Bliss to actually show up for the trials. And that is just 10 minutes into this 1 hour and 51 minute movie. And on that note, we're going to wrap up this particular episode and look off into the future to see what we're going to be watching for tomorrow, and that is going to be for the 25th of August, and that is The Godfather from 1972. So until next time, go see a movie.